Hey YouTube, this is Generic Gamer. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're on Lost Judgment. And for those who are curious, why did I not do commentary on the very first video? It's because I actually forgot to turn on the settings. But I'm going to, I guess, talk in this video about some unique stuff. So, Lost Judgment, the way I'm playing this on Legend, so the hardest difficulty, with from a previous save game. The reason why is because grinding in this game is not bad, but it takes forever and it's long. And I get it, it might break the game for earlier battles, but I'm not repeating all that. And plus, if you guys want to get the boxing style, you have to redo the sub-stories, and I'm not doing that. And also, another thing is this, because for those who knew about this, I already beat the sub-stories, and I uploaded quite a lot of videos for Juzo Amon. So I don't need to do the sub-stories themselves. If I already showed you guys the proof that I beat the sub-stories. So I'm not doing that. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. But let's continue. But for Yakuza Like a Dragon, I'll go and explain more why I'm
This
doing
is
commentary
Genda
for that
Law,
video.
where I got my start as a lawyer. The owner, Genda-sensei, is like a father to me. He's been a well-respected figure in Kamurocho for years. Genda-sensei... Huh? Where is everyone?
Oh, Saurakun and company are down at the courthouse. Those two are always putting in a hard day's work.
If they ever murder this man in a video game, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be very, very upset.
It's good to see you.
I believe we met the other day. It was that con artist case. How'd it go? Did Yagami get that solved for you? He goes all in on his cases, but that's about his only redeeming quality.
Yeah, he's really gone above and beyond.
I guess I'll explain more about Lost Judgment while we're... Well, okay, I'll explain it after this video.
Sorry to
I mean, not this
impose,
video.
Genda-sensei.
Fine by me. It was getting a little too quiet around here anyway.
Dude, that's how you know this guy's getting gold. Like, look, he's wearing flip-flops, son.
Speaking of which, it's rare to see the office.
Yeah. Big enough to keep Saori-kun and Hoshino-kun out of trouble, I suppose.
It's not a murder case, is it?
No. It's an anti-nuisance ordinance violation.
Huh?
It's
Oh.
groping.
She's a smart one. This happened 2 months. Some good Samaritans at a train station pinned down a groper who was trying to make... Wouldn't you know it, the culprit was a cop, of all things. Makes you wonder what this world's come. Naturally, the press had a field day with it.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. It was all over the internet.
So, I guess I'll explain something about Lost Judgment. I played the game about...
The judge is handing
I beat
down
the... Okay, this is my
I
third,
don't
like...
expect he'll be
Was it
pleased
third?
with
I think this might be my third or
Every
fourth
answer he's given
walkthrough
is
of Lost
just,
Judgment.
I don't recall.
And
Like
for
that
those
one.
who are curious, what do I think about each judgment of Judgment and Lost Judgment? So here's the thing: when it comes to the story itself, the first Judgment is better than Lost Judgment. I guess this is a semi-spoiler.
He put his hand up my skirt. No, you're wrong. You got the wrong guy.
Stop struggling, asshole!
Let me go.
The cops can check your hands to see if you did it or not. Be here in a second now, so just chill out!
Hey, are you filming this? Put that camera away.
Oh wow. But back to the reason why. Look, when it comes to story, Lost Judgment itself is a great story game, but compared to the first Judgment is leagues better when it comes to story. It's more impacting, it was more tense,
Do you
it was more of a
sitting up
dangerous
straight in
game.
Court, please? A bad attitude isn't going to do you any favors.
And I guess the one thing I don't like about the story about Lost Judgment is
Does it even matter?
whatever
It's
good
over.
okay, I'm gonna
The
say good
verdict has
characters.
already been decided.
Your demeanor still has consequences.
Whatever
Worse
character
things are
had a
looking for
massive
you,
role in the
the
first
better
game,
an impression
they
you
don't
need to
have
make.
that much of a role in this game. And you'll realize that later in the walkthrough, but I'm not gonna spoil it for those who are new.
leave an impression. Huh. Well, if I were the judge, I'd be happy about having an easy day on the job for once.
This is no time to be cynical either. Besides, the judge hasn't...
It's decided. Guilty is charged. This also means it's almost time for the curtain to fall until the grand finale.
What?
And so, let's get this show on the road.
All rise.
Well, like I said, we only really needed Saori-kun at the bench, but Hoshino-kun insisted on joining her.
Truth be told, I still can't tell when he's trying to help or when he's trying to impress her.
Then he'll need to pull out all the stops.
Speaking of, how'd you end up on the hook for defending an active duty officer?
Well, another firm had it on their plate first, actually. Comro PD, they have their go-to. Plan was to get a confession, earning the defendant a nice retirement package and a simple case.
You mean...
Bottom line, yeah. On the condition he left the force.
Correct. But the plan fell apart in spite of the evidence stacked against. So, once Comro PD's lawyers decided, the case went straight to Saori-kun, who just happened to... I'm sure they'll be back soon.
I would, but I gotta tie up a few loose...
Restless as always. You ever heard of a vacation, Yagami?
That's exactly why I turned my hobby in...
Fine. You never did listen to your elders.
Anyway, I shouldn't keep Kaito-san waiting. Thanks again for looking after Keiko-san.
Oh, can you talk to her?
Please be careful, Yagami-san. And... thank you. Please be...
Oh, okay, there's no unique dialogue. Is there anything?
You just focus on whatever...
Wait, what?
You just focus on whatever you gotta do. I'll make sure the young lady's comfortable.
So, okay, when it comes to story, I'll say the first judgment, all in all, First Judgment story-wise is way better than this game. Again, this game's story is not bad. It's by itself, it's amazing. But if you're comparing it to the First Judgment, it's kind of mid. Okay, I will give credit where credit's due. The final boss in this game is really good, fighting-wise, but again, story-wise, the final boss in that game, just, here's what I'm gonna say. If you had Lost Judgment's combat style, which I prefer over Judgment's combat style, because for those who do not know, Judgment's combat style was from Yakuza 6, like directly, it was just in Yagami's fighting styles. If you had the combat style in this game, but the plot of the story as the First Judgment, I'm not lying, I think it would be my favorite Yakuza game of all time. Favorite game from RGG. I am not even saying this as a sarcastic joke.
Hey, ready to wreck shop talk?
Let's get to work.
That's what...
I guess there is some kind of setbacks that Lost Judgment did from the first game. They made it worse. For example, you're not as overpowered as you used to be, which I kind of get the scaling of it, but again, I still feel like you're still weak despite being fully upgraded.
Dump you brought Keiko-chan?
It is! So could you please just let me go?
Not a chance. You get a front row seat for when your boss shows up.
What are you, crazy? He'd murder me on the spot! Then he'd murder you two for dessert!
Huh. He's that scary, huh?
Yes, actually! Not to mention all his boys!
All the more reason.
All his boys.
Agreed.
Pricks like...
Yeah, but another thing is why I didn't like about Lost Judgment. It's just that the way how you upgrade in this game, it's...
Choose a worse fucking time. Talk about a buzzkill.
Hey there.
It's been what, half a year? Everything good over there?
Good as it gets.
Man, honestly, I want to replay the First Judgment game. Look, First Judgment game, I'm gonna replay it.
Well, got some good news of my own I wanted to give you, man. Tsukumo-kun and I have our...
Wait, are you saying you started a detective agency? Meaning, now
Yep.
you're a detective...
Got our own office and everything. It's in Yokohama. Didn't want to muscle in on your turf.
Man, I don't know what to say.
The one and only. At least, the only one I know. Thought his hacking might give us an edge.
I'll be honest, there was some, like, here's the thing, both games
Never
have
figured
downfalls,
you and I
I'll
were on the
explain
same
it in a bit.
wavelength about stuff.
Wanna wrap this
Anyway,
up?
we got a pretty big case. So that got me thinking, why don't we call up...
Do you need an answer right
yeah?
away? Yep, I'll tell you all about it later.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, buddy.
You all set?
So okay. So back to the game. The only here's the thing about the Lost Judgment that's bad. Whatever was overpowered in the first game, they made it worse in this game. So the Flux fixture, it's kind of hard to perform, in my opinion. It's not as consistent, and jogging is way more effective.
Go, Scan. Care to explain what the fuck's going on?
It's not what you think.
We're here on account of a woman named Keiko Hamada. She says she's been threatened by an illegitimate...
Oh, I see. You're the guy who had this dipshit's phone.
Yagami Detective Agency. At your service.
Yagami Detective? Yo, wait a sec. You the kid Matsugane-san took in?
There, you see? As for me, the name's Kaito.
Oh, I've heard plenty about you. You're a real celebrity, buddy.
A man's gotta have a reputation, right?
Masaharu Kaito. Ugly as an ape and just as dumb. Lets an amateur thief get the drop on him, then forks over the family safe? Yeah, you're a real...
Don't talk like you were there, jackass. You want an ape? I'm about to go ape shit here!
Come on, man. Don't give up.
Fuckhead.
Now that we're past introduction, and we'll be tacking on our fee on top of that. Just...
Hear that, boys? The detectives come to collect. You know the best part of breaking ranks with the total freedom? No more paying cuts to guys upstairs. Makes us even. And guess what I spent meaning whatever goes on inside?
You hear that, Kaito-san? He says we're free to cut loose.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Best news I've heard all day.
Hey,
Greetings, Yagami-shi. Saw you a second ago?
He did, but look, Tsukumo, now's really not a good time.
Oh, so you really are just busy? He didn't offend you, did he? I'd hate to think he upset you, you know?
Look at Kaito's face. He's like, are you joking?
But if so, we didn't mean it.
Yep, no offense taken, man.
But you see my point, right? Sugiura-shi and I are a team. Our actions reflect on each other. Any responsible member of a company, I mean, any responsible member of society...
I like how they're just respectfully waiting. He's not getting jumped.
The picture.
Okay, but when is... If you have an estimate, I can set a timer. That way I'll know when it's convenient.
Right,
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, pretty late talk.
That's it. You jokers are dead.
Okay, but back to the seriousness of the video. Here's the thing. Whatever was overpowered in the first game, it's not as consistent in this game. I need to get better at that. Am I really not doing this good? Wait, oh my god, I am actually terrible. Okay, wait. Actually, I am gonna practice this non-stop. This is actually quite embarrassing. So, the only thing why this game is kind of slightly better... Okay, I'm gonna attack her, Joe. But the main reason why I guess this game's kind of better than the first game... Wait, what? You just saw Kaito. Did Kaito just copy his move? Okay, but no, seriousness. Whatever was overpowered in the first game, they nerfed it in this game. Oh my god, I want to skip this so badly. I want to get better.
The court is prepared to issue its verdict. The sentence for the defendant, Akihiro Ihara, is 6 months of penal servitude.
He's getting prison time for his first offense? Isn't it usually just probation in cases like this?
Yes.
I'm sure his attitude didn't help the situation. From the start, the evidence was stacked against him, and all he did was deny it.
If that will be all, we can proceed with the court's rationale. The defendant may be seated.
Oh, okay, I think I'm starting to figure out what I did wrong. He just smiled.
You'd rather hear this standing up?
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. Oh, maybe you hadn't heard that.
What?
What the hell? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Rip.
I'll take that as a no. In that case, make sure you pass this along to the Kanagawa police. They'll want to know that the body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide. He deserved to die 1,000 times, but he was never even accused of a crime. No, he just went on with his life. The law let him walk. An utterly broken system.
Oh, God.
Order in the court. The defendant shall refrain from making such outbursts. Defense, do you have an explanation for the meaning of this?
Your Honor, well...
Oh, she's mad. So, yeah, that's kind of the story plot for
Sounds
that
like a
part.
plan.
You mean a big job?
Yeah, down in Yokohama. By the way,
Those two detectives? A good one, Doc.
This game is absolute bullshit. It's like it's designed to eat your...
Yeah, what a fucking skit.
Fuck this. I'm beyond pissed. I need to unload on someone's face.
Hell yeah, dude. Why don't we go
You
give some
know
out?
Gangsters, sometimes you encounter a powerful enemy and the street they donate purple icons. So, for those who are curious, any one enemy that has a purple icon, mini boss or main story boss, don't mess with them in this game. They're kind of deadly. And another thing I guess I don't like about this game and the first Deadly game, that's not how it works. I don't get it. What? Okay, I gotta practice this because I was struggling with this. Let me see this. You hold until you're in the boundary of the square, smoke, then release. Don't release and repress. That's exactly what I did. So, what makes no sense about this game is, look, to be fair, technically speaking, I'm supposed to have a skateboard. As you guys see. But for some reason, this game doesn't want me to do that. Wait, I gotta see, wait, let me see the scope. Okay, so wait, press and hold square to unleash its true strength, press square at the right time, or hold and release square at the right time. There we go!
Is that about it?
Okay, I gotta get better.
really, guys?
But no, but back to the game's like editing. It's just that whatever was, when I need like whatever's broken in the first game.
Nice try, jerk.
No, but like whatever was broken in the, I know this is not good gameplay. But no, I kind of want to get my word out of the way. So whatever was good in the first game, they kind of nerfed in this game. As you guys see, the flux fixture is good, but the thing is this, why would you want to do the flux fixture when you can do consistent juggling? I mean, yeah, to be fair, the flux fixture does have decent damage, but again, I can literally do like one whole boss health bar then half of a boss health bar, like one whole boss health bar with juggling, then with the flux fixture. Okay, look again. In first judgment, this flux fixture is fine. And also, by the way, when you play this game the first time, you don't have the style unlocked. Or this one. I kinda like the one dodge. Actually, what's he steal? Oh, you get your money back.
Really, guys?
But no, yeah, so pretty much story judgment is better, combat loss judgment is better. Content, I'm not gonna lie, they're both in the same category, like, they both each have their separate pros and cons, but I can't really pick one, so they're kind of like balanced in that aspect.
This is the Yagami detective.
But I'll be honest, when it comes to like DLC stuff, no, this game is better because you play as a new character.
My partner, an ex-Yakuza named Kaito. I wish I could say keeping this place afloat was smooth sailing. But the reality is, we'd be drowning if it weren't for the gigs we get from Genda-sensei.
You're a lawyer, just go to a lawyer. I mean, for those who don't know, if you guys play the first time, you don't understand why you don't be a lawyer.
But when street smarts fail, most of the time we have to get physical. That happens a lot.
Guess we can finally take a break.
I wasn't I?
After seeing us
Crazy.
in action, who could blame him?
Yagami-san, everything okay over there?
Yeah, sorry, it's a long story. You were saying something about a big...
Oh, yeah. Listen, you gotta come check out Yokohama. We've been getting jobs left and right down here. And if we can ace this case up...
Oh, yeah? You sure it's a legit lead?
Hey, have some faith. Would I waste your time?
Just looking out for you, man.
Well, I do appreciate that.
Sure. When do you want us over?
Honestly, ASAP. Tomorrow, if you can. We're based in Ijincho. Look for an office that says Yokohama 99 out front. The real question is, you free on...
Let me check my schedule.
What schedule? Outside of today's shit, we haven't had work in weeks.
If I tell them that, they'll lowball our cut, smart guy.
Right.
Sorry, Sugiura. Yeah, tomorrow works just fine.
Perfect. Man, this is gonna be so great. Oh, and Kaito-san's coming
Be
too.
there. Sugiura said he...
There is one thing I guess I don't like about this game is, in the first game, you can actually customize your office quite a bit. Whereas in this game, you can't do that at all, which I don't like.
Yokohama, though. Can't say I'm really familiar with that neck of the woods.
Same here.
But you know what? Kamurocho has been pretty tame lately.
No, but what's that called? Back to the game. So whatever was originally unique in the first game, they took out those features in Lost Judgment. Okay, I don't know if this is copyright, but I don't want to get accused of copyright, so I have to skip it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, I can't skip it. Chapter 1, Black Sheep. What does that even mean, Black Sheep? I'm gonna play the game like 3 times. But, no, but back to the games. As you guys noticed, I did play some. I did beat all the side content in Lost Judgment, because if I have not, I would not be able to fight Juzo Aemon. The original Judgment, I did beat it. I did play it, however, I was 2 sub-stories away, but I got locked out of it. So I gotta redo that game.
Yokohama 99's cross streets. Aw, it's not even close to Chinatown. So much for us getting a decent meal on this strip, huh?
Well, then how about on the way home we take ourselves a little detour? Maybe.
Tsukumo's place is way out there. Want to take a taxi?
I suppose we could. But why don't we hoof it? Yeah, we could see the sights.
I guess I'm on board with that.
So for those who played Yakuza Like a Dragon, this is literally the exact same map. Which is kind of weird because it's actually bigger than Kamurocho, surprisingly. Oh, you can't even take the... So, back to Lost Judgments, there is some unique features they did do. Like, they introduced, like, the skateboard feature. You can't use it if you have someone with you, like, with Kaito, because for some reason it just doesn't work.
Great.
You're a bigger joke than I thought. Come on, bring it.
But no, but back to like the Lost Judgment features, you have more tools to use, such as like the camera. You get more later on as you speak. I'm not taking a picture of you, buddy. Lady, I don't care about you either. Don't you guys have school? What is that outfit you're wearing? Is that a school? HS. I'm guessing that's high school. Oh, you actually put it on the camera. Never mind. You, lady, nobody cares about you. But no. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, there is like multiple tools and features you guys can use. For example, there's new tools such as like a camera. I think there's something called like a sound frequency tool, and many more. There's the skateboard features I talked about. You have a brand new style. You have crane, which is actually very better in this game. As you guys see, look at the speed.
Not the way.
Wait, what?
Let's roll, Talk. Talk. It's not the way at all.
Whoops. You're right.
Okay, just go. But back to like the discussion. So the fighting is actually better. They actually had more abilities. They had more like. I think this area actually has music. If I recall, I have to skip this part. But yeah, they're back to what I was saying about the styles. You have the original. You have Tiger. You have Snake. And you technically do have Boxer, but the thing is, you have to buy it. Keep in mind, this guy actually harassed like an old man, so... No, I know how to undo it, off it. No, I don't want to do a kick. Tiger drop. Well, it's crushing fist, but what else is there? Yeah, there's technically speaking, you're supposed to have 3 styles. The boxing style, it was from a sub story, and later on within like its cycle, I think it was like 1 month after release, they realized that
more my own thing, really. Here.
the boxing style and the minigame
those
seemed worth it, so they wanted to
Call
implement it
it
into like the main game. And it's a good style, you just don't know how to use it. So there's more in the fighting aspect.
You'd think private school kids would be better behaved, but they're just as immature.
They look like a bunch of entitled brats.
They'd learn some manners the hard way in Comrade.
Well, we've got our fair share of unsavory types. The Yakuza. Those kids wouldn't dare to mess with them.
So they're selective about their targets.
Yes. They'll only harass you if they think they'll...
be...
I certainly hope not. Come to think of it, you're the only ones who've ever intervened. I take it you're not from around here?
Yeah, but we might end up staying. Ever hear of a detective agency?
I'm afraid that doesn't ring a...
That's all right.
Sure. Oh, but before that, please take this with you. Consider it a token of my...
Yeah, and also there's equipment, the gear you get, which personally, I don't think I use the gear as much for Yagami as I do with Kaito, because from my experience with Yagami's walkthrough, which is the main walkthrough of the game, yeah, like, okay, defense, reduced stun duration by 40%, reduced bleeding duration, attack is 3%, like... Also, for those who are curious, don't use grip boosters, because grabbing enemies in this game is kind of a bit finicky, because they always break out of it. Like boss fights, even normal enemies. And you get hit by the cars, so you do need to be careful. But I guess the one thing I don't like about this game is, okay, here's the thing. So for those who did not know, by the time when Judgment comes out, the first Judgment, chronologically, like in the game, not release date.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Not
released
too
in the
shabby,
same
guys.
year. It's in 2018. And this game we're playing, Lost Judgment, takes place in 2021. So you might ask, okay, so it's a 3-year gap difference. What's the problem? By the time when this game comes out, the guy we're playing as Yagami has more fighting styles, but yet he's older, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. So that's what I don't like about it. I wish they kind of implemented this in the first Judgment, but then again, it was like their first time. It's like their first intro in the series. You're gonna really do anything. They're limited with it on how they do it, and yeah. But it's kind of weird to me because by the time when this game comes out, like Kaito is officially middle age. He's 41. But then again, he doesn't really look that old because you live in Japan, where nothing is killing you in Japan. But enough about that for a different video. $38. It's honestly kind of crazy to me. He doesn't even look like he's 30. He looks like he's like 33.
Ah, if it isn't the man of the hour, Yagami-shi.
Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
This guy. First he falls off the radar. Now he's got this sweet office. Little shit.
You're still quick as a thief. Maybe a little quicker, actually.
Well, I'd say thief isn't very fair.
It was stealing.
Oh, come on. You know I wasn't doing it to line my own pockets, right? We took from the powerful and gave to the powerless. It was altruism. And it's all in the past now, so let's just leave it at that.
I kind of like that. But by the way, for those who don't know, I think they still use his fake last name. I'm not sure. I gotta go back. But for those who do not know, I guess the one thing I didn't like about this game isn't as dangerous as the first games I stated before. Like, the first game felt very intense. And not like gameplay-wise, like story-wise, it was intense.
It's kind of familiar, even.
And it was perfect the way how he set it up.
You're our inspiration, Yagami Detective Agency. You guys are the goal.
For sure. So, how about you guys take a load off? If you're ready, I'll give you guys the briefing.
Say what? A brief?
I did not mean to. Alright guys, look, I have to skip these 2 cutscenes because of the YouTube video limit, but if you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.